Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your host, Sir Stephen Topham the third at your service. Today we're going to be talking about this seriously because I know you're getting a bit too now to the point. Right, Mattel is actually my name and Cena's name and my great auntie Lily, basically in layman terms. But that was an anagram to piss people off. Near enough to agree, but it isn't. It's a real life event. But we're going to be talking about dead people not funny, right? It's a quote from Love Again, a film, right? That I watched many times since it came out, right? I would not lie about what Celine Dion does and sing and that because she sings it from the heart, from her mind and her soul and everything else. A lot of people say, right, there's a lot of things that a lot of people can't pick up on, right? Yeah, of course. There are reasons to love again. But there is a lot of reasons why you've got to be careful of this. This is a real life event of everything. But you're getting the results, you're getting the answers, you're getting the facts, you're getting the truth. You have to see why. The thing that's in your head that's asking you the question why. It's true, it's fact, and it's logic, right? The people that are monitoring me are dead people from the sky. Only just four, not many, or five or six at least. They're monitoring me to make sure I don't make the same mistake what happened last time. Right? A lot of people know this mistake inside and out. Dead people, not funny. But it's not a joke either. It may be a quote, but it's a great way to make you self-aware. Right? When you wake up in the morning and smell that coffee, have a cup of tea and coffee and all that, a lot of people have what you call pride, dignity, and respect. Right? People like myself, we have a timeline I have to follow by suit. Right? A lot of people said, right to me in America, my private connection said, you could have multiple endings, multiple ending thing. It goes down the chain anyway. What he said anyway. Kate McGrew said, in general, our family isn't complete anymore. She said that to Ensign Kim. Right, that's true. Then you've got Robert Duncan, who plays Tom Paris. Ding ding. That should give you a hint. Right, so that's Duncan in there, right in the middle. Right? I don't need to lie. I don't need to lecture anymore. Right? Dead people, not funny. When people think it is, love again is the only thing that can come round from me. Respect, honesty, caring for others, which I've been doing, but I've been fighting my own life to keep certain people away from me. Why? Because there's a lot of things unfolding in truth. When people ask me one thing in question, why did it unfold like this? Right? One question you can't have the answer for. Right? I told you, dead people, not funny. Right? When we all talk about it logically, it's all about respect, honesty, and trust. Right? There's a lot of people that don't have a time to talk privately, respectfully, and everything else. The Albion and Cromer need to grow up. You know, my distant cousin knows who I am, yes, but she can't say it out loud because I ended up to safeguard her and she has to safeguard me. So work it out. When Liz, Millie, and the others all safeguarding her as well, it's not just me. We work as a team to make the team. It's like my friend Caitlin says to me: to make things right, you have to make the dream come true when you work. Right? To make it work, you to make the dream work. Exactly. Right? I said it once. I said it twice, so many times ago. But it isn't funny anymore. It's got dead serious. When people look at this logically, it's not funny. Dead people, not funny. Because when you look back and realise what the hell's gone wrong here, Of course, the people gave you the facts, but they were too ahead of schedule. So what happens? It's backfiring on them because they're ending up with not the real truth in front of them. Right? I don't need to do any more podcasts. Right? Dead people, not funny. Because they worked hard before when they were alive. When they were alive, they did the same pattern all the time. But the only thing that stopped them was the NHS, the NSFT, which we won't go into details with. I said to you, you're gonna get hurt. Right? When all the story's been told into you in truth, you listen to us, respect us, don't piss about. Mattel fucked up because they got my bloody great auntie Lily as the last letter and got me bing bing as well. And who ends up being that? Yeah, well they put a safeguard on me because Emily Helen Hatt is the next one in line because of the problem. So Richard Topham Hatt is not in the picture right now for 2 years. He does it for 2 years, and then my granddaughter takes over for the rest. But you have to be realistic on this. Dead people, not funny. When people do things for you, you should spat their descendants in their face. You push them to the limit, you put them on tablets they shouldn't be on, and it ends up going wrong. Right? You screwed up as much as they did on you. When it all comes back to me and Xena, poof. Then you ask why. Why? Why? When my great auntie Lily was alive, there was a lot of stories being told to her in truth. She couldn't even say it out loud because she has to witness it for herself, which she has done. Right? Realizing that her distant cousin is her bloody husband to be. Right? You can't argue with that. That's true. But if there's a lot of story. There's one story that's in my head. You know the title of it. You you don't want to bloody read it to understand it and to fix it all. You want to fuck yourselves over, kill yourselves over, and then you're ending up with me and her on our own with her kids. And then you end up with no more employees, no more volunteers, no more nothing, and it goes the other way. Right? You're gonna make it that way if you keep pushing me to the edge. I said to you the answers would come gradually. If you didn't, right, what happened was the story is behind it all is that Duck did not know what was fucking unfolding. Right? He knew about it, then he had been on a Lasapine tablets, which made him cuckoo, and then it made me go into hospital with the same bloody problem. Right? That problem wasn't meant to be meddled with. It's just a shock to the system. Of course, there's a lot of things that people did not understand then. Now they understand it now. Why? Dead people, not funny. Why? Because they did a lot for us. It's our ancestors that knew the secret and they watching every move we make. So don't tell me that I'm monitoring you with eyes and ears because I've got eyes and ears in the sky as well. So don't piss about. You know, when I've been honest with you, you start being honest with me. Because the setup from the Norfolk Railway was a complete shamble lie. So by doing what you've done wrong in 2019, you screwed up your side of the storyline. So now you're probably going, right? And it all goes backfiring in your face. Dead people are watching you. Don't give a shit. I know things. Right? My family is so bloody gifted, I can see into the future. So whatever your move it will be next, I will find out instantly. It isn't a funny, it's not a joke, it's not a laughing matter. Right? When you really listen to what's understand, dead people not funny. But when it all comes down to the truth, what Celine Dion said, and the actors that played their roles as well in Love Again, they were telling you the truth. But I wasn't lying to my young lady, that's for fucking sure. Right? It's all true, it's all logic, and I respect that. But at the end of the day, dead people, not funny. When you all want something on a plate, it should come naturally, slowly in time. But people have been pushing me to the edge to get the result they bloody well wanted. They got the result. Right? Liz has to be careful. Millie has to be careful. My private connections have to be careful. My private connections can help me. My connections can help me. Why? Because some of them are still alive. Some are dead. And that's that. Grow up. You have to realize their descendants are the next connection. Ding ding. Right? It's not funny. It's not a joke. And it's not a laughing matter. Dead people, not funny. When people know things, they don't often say it out loud. So, to safeguard me and Zena, for example, we are safeguarded all the time. So, for a lot of you that in the Albion that do hard work, get paid and that includes Susan as well, bang, 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 wallop. Clues lie everywhere. When a lot of people say, ding, ding, why, I don't want history to repeat itself. However, a lot of people are afraid of something. Why? More worse than what's unfolded already. This part is the good part. What you got. Right? In the end of the day, of course the Norfolk Railway fucked up, but the dead people were watching it from above, so don't tell me I'm bloody watching it. Right? Because I will be having eyes and ears everywhere. But when things unfold in front of you, don't piss me about because I'll be watching. You know, things know things, right? A fat controller in 1958 is my grandfather, Sir Topham at the first. When you all want something bad enough, just work backwards, and you'll end up finding out why. Right? There are little things make big things, right? Sometimes it's reversed. Big things make little things. But in the day, I'm not Diesel 10, that's for sure. Because I haven't got that cruelty anymore. I don't even have it. Too kind hearted. When people want something bad enough, right? Look at yourselves and realise what you got. Right? The truth is laying black and damn white. But no one would never watch them because they either working day or night or doing this, doing that. And they've got family lives on top of that, and even that, my family needs my help now. Right? Duck can't help me on this because it's not his branch. You know, it's not his family branch, as they say. When he's on the family tree, he's not as what you expect. Right? He's a support engine for my mother. So then I gotta find my wife to get mine. Right? It adds up. I already found her. Bang, bang, get my point. She has got no. In some aspects, some families reunite for a reason. Right? We reunite because everybody knows what's meant to unfold. Like everybody around the globe, everybody knows what's meant to unfold. And what happens? Ding, dalla, boom. Right? The What's happened is a lot of people don't get it. Right? Cena and myself are in two different departments because we have to work separately during day and night. At night, we could be in the Albion and I'd be safeguarded. Why? It's dead people, not funny. Because when dead people walks over you, they may seem if you make the same mistake they did. Why? It's not a funny joke, laughing matter, or anything. When it all tally up, it goes boom. Right? Then you're asking a big question in your head. Right? I'm not gonna be having this burden, nor should you. Right? Of course you should know the truth by now, but you're too busy want this. I said it's not always about this. You know, when it comes down to the third generation of the Hatts and everything else, I've got a fourth generation to go through. I've got a fifth generation to go through. Why? Because they're my son and my granddaughter. Why? When it all goes down on black and white paper for you, grow up. Why? You don't want to lose the fourth or the fifth generation of my family because then everybody will fucking moan, groan, and get upset and depressed. Right? This is why I'm making sure that you get the facts all on paper. Right? Dead people, not funny. Right? In the day, I'm using what you will call an easy, what we do, me and Zena, we don't have the life that you do. Go out, have a drink, have a bit of food together, like any other couple would be. But we're not like that. Because we got separate roles and separate jobs to do. Right? Yes, we are family. Yes, we are husband and wife to be. Ready to be. But you gotta be bloody realistic. You know, when you want something bad enough, you have to wait for these things to happen. They don't just come in one day, here we go. No. You talk about trust, honesty, and respect. You lot fucked it up. So when I've been honest with a woman and been trying to gain her trust properly and gain her respect, you guys fucked it up. So you have to fix it. You have to realise it. Grow up. Natford and Cromer, Sheringham and Wellsworth all should know this. I told you you're going to get scarred somewhere down the line. I said, wake up, smell the coffee. When I got red flags around the globe, ding, 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 then they are running out of time because they just realised the truth has come out. Why? Dead people, not funny because they're watching it from above. They don't have to talk to me directly. Right? When they all talk, we know. Right? A lot of my family is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I don't have the luxury anymore. Right? It's not often when people see history repeats itself. When I clap just like that, you know I am strict and stern. I'm not going to be pissed off. I'm not even angry with anyone. Why? When people want things so bloody badly, watch and learn when everything unfolds naturally. Why? You lot, all the workers at the bloody Albion, besides distant cousin, my distant cousin Zena, and my wife to be, obviously, you lot grow up because you're witnessing the truth, the facts, and the logic on it. Why? I can't hold it, nor can she. We have to be honest with each other. I know Margaret is still alive with 88 years old ahead of her. So work it out. I'm not stupid, I'm not blind, or anything. Family means a lot to me. When I talk to you and you think it's a load of BS, watch out because I've got that clue on my key. So what happens? There's no BS on it. It goes down to Margaret, and then it goes back to Zena and myself, obviously, and then ring bada boom. Two becomes one. Why? You see, the answer was there white in black and white for me. For you lot, you say, we want, we want, we want, we want. I said, the dead people are watching you. So watch out. You think I'm not joking on this one? Dead people, not funny. Because they are watching from above. And I'm not taking no bullshit. Right? I'm being honest with you as much as everybody else is. My connections, my private connections, my friends, and my whole family what's returned to me are trying to safeguard me because I'm vulnerable. Right? I may be famous, yes, so is Zena, don't get me wrong. We're both famous people, yes. but we don't want to say it out loud too much. We don't have the luxury like you do. You could go out to pubs and clubs and go to have restaurants, have food and everything else, and drink water and all of that. But when it comes down to the bottom line of it all, I'm the one that's plain sensible. I'm the one that's not drinking. I'm not the one that's smoking. Why? Bang, bang, bang. It's telling you. Why is he doing that when I'm sitting down in the Albion knowing what's unfolding and you lot are like saying, what? Shit, shit. Yeah, well, get drunk as much as you want because you're not going to gain any respect. The respect has to be earned, right? Trust has to be earned. Honesty has to come out of my mouth or anyone's mouth. But you can't be pissed, you can't be tired, and you can't be drunk to do these things, right? I have respect for my family. I have honesty with my family. I have trust with my family. When people lie on me, they're normally safeguarding me for a reason. Don't piss about when money talks, bullshit walks. Why? I understand that phrase in a many parts of the globe, but in the day, dead people, not funny. Because they watching you lot fuck up. Excuse my language. They see me do the right thing. Yes, don't get me wrong. They're not having no problems on me. They're having the problems with the people that want something so bloody badly. Wink, wink. They're watching you from above. Right? Dead people, not funny. Right? In the end of the day, you want to respect the dead? I said there's a lot to go through this. Why? It's going to take a little bit longer than usual. Why? I might have to cancel my holiday this time round. Because the last time, I want to make sure I do the right move this time. This is not a game. This is not a race. It's not a chase. It's just making sure everything plays out correctly the way we need it to play out, not the other way round. We know there are bloody problems in the air, in around us, right? I get that. But when you want something bad enough, dead people are watching you, right? I get it. People respect the dead. But the problem is, what they don't realise, their descendants are messing up. Bing, bada, boom. Right? I am now getting to a point where I know things you should know about at the right time and the right place. Don't mess around with me or any of my family because you're all going to get blamed for messing around with the time stream. Right? The temple mechanics is not something you can mess around with. Right? It's something that you have to learn because you have to watch a lot of my programs, TV shows, and movies, and all of it. That has everything in it. Right? My private connections, like Caitlin and her daughter, they said Stephen Topham Hatt is famous. That's what she said quotably. So I'm not going to bullshit with the bush. So when you think my family is everywhere, we are everywhere. But we are monitoring everything to make sure it plays out correctly for your lives and your lives and your future. Your future depends on it because of hope. Right? A symbol of hope. Right? We live through the dark times to get through to the light because we need to get things right. In the end of the day, dead people, not funny. Because when you lose a lot of people in your family, friends, or connections, then it all goes wrong because then you got to think, what do I do? You lose a piece of puzzle every time. Sometimes you might lose a lot more, and it will keep going that way until somebody says, shit, shit, shit. It's going, it's going, it's going, and we died. Oh shit! And it isn't so funny. Dead people, not funny. So if you really want something on the silver platter, you have to respect the dead, but also respect them for watching over us. You know, you don't think it's just God up in the sky that's watching us. No, it's dead people and all. So when you really want to look at it realistically, Don't mess around with us. Because, when the Hatts arise again for, for another generation, steam arises, yes. Diesels fall, yes. Everything falls back into place and everything goes hunky dory. Everybody will be happy because it's all going smoothly forward and everything should unfold naturally. Then you've got to think about, okay, and then people will start asking questions what they need the answers for. Right? Every generation, my family will be targeted. Why? Because there's no safeguards for them yet. For generation 4 and 5 here. Not third, because I'm bloody safeguarded already. So, if you really want to screw up your future, watch out. Because I've been telling my private connections to tell them they've got to say one quote to say, I know Stephen Topham Hatt. Bang, bang. Because you know me personally. Right? You're not going to bullshit with the bush. Right? People are going to start waking up saying dead people are not funny. But then they will come out with the face. If you feel like you've been bullied or anything, just say, Stephen Topham Hatt, I know. Right? So if you bully people as well, watch out. Because I'll be watching. My web cameras is everybody's eyes and ears. So whatever you know, I know. Right? My family's got a lot of respect. Right? But I have to make sure you play your story correctly to get everything unfolded correctly. Right? From the Island Swan Song to Swan Song. Work it out. It goes down to the Wild Northwest's timeline. But I'm not dead, nor is my father. Nor is my mother. So don't class me not dead yet. We know Richard's alive. We know that Emily Helen Hatt's coming into the picture. But not yet. They're both not in the picture with me yet. So be patient, will you? Dead people, not funny. Thank you very much. In every angle.